from the StubHub Center in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. Fielded about a yard deep. And he spins through. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Throwing Rivers. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Rivers steps away to his left. He's going to look for Allen. And that's caught at the 25. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 61 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, back up.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, back up. Front.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith.
Let's go. Go. Stay left. Hey, back up.
On first down, Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, back up.
Back to the ground, Peterson. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Hey, back up.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
12. Liz.
2nd and 10. Smith again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Let's go. Hey, back up. Liz.
From the red zone now, Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
To throw, Rivers. He's got Allen. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going.
And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 28 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. The point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, 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 go. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. A deep ball for Dotson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there. Smith to Dotson. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Settle down, huh?
Play action. It's Smith. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
You guys go 52.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On 4.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Set. 380. Here we go.
Now Rivers. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
35. Double, double, double. Right. Yellow.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, here's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Smith. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. On 4th down, Smith. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. First down, Rivers. Looking deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Rocket. 12. Right there. Keep it skinny. One now a little bit. Here we go.
Throwing again. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Rivers. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. First half in the books. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Marshall now, the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit for him in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A good pickup there, a 22.
Double.
From the 50, it's Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's got his man. This is Dennison. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Here's Smith. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go. All right.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Ready. Read 80. Buffalo wall.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Rivers now. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Marshall now, the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 48 yards.
Red Liz. Orange. Spot. You got 50.
Smith on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Liz. 15, yeah. Hey, back up. Liz.
Throwing on third down, Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3.
Let's go, 15. Rip. Hey, back up. Block. No, right. Yellow. 15, yeah.
Smith throwing again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Hey, back up. Hey, block. 35.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
Calm down. Stand up there. 15, yeah. Hey, back up. Slot.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big play there for the Chargers. And even 40 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pernell McPhee coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Left. Check right 54.
Second down, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Being chased out left. That is incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Double. Hey, slot. Hey, back up.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Airing one out for Crowder. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, go orange.
Following the interception here, Rivers is going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to let it go again. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, back up. 15, yeah.
Play action. It's Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, 75 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Rivers now from the 50. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And oh, what a catch there by Allen. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
A big play there, Smith to Dotson. 43 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Yellow.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. This one caught by Crowder. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 56 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
Hey, let's settle in. Come on, we're good. Hey, Steiger. Hey, back up. No, right.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here you go, man. Set. We're okay. We're okay. Wait. Set. Lock 15. Wait. Get hot.
Rivers here to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So that one will be accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Double. Hey, back up.
Out of the gun, Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Off play action. Smith. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
52. 35. Liz.
Smith, off play action. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there, Smith to Dotson, and even 50 yards.
Hey, back up. Right.
From the red zone now, Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
Right. Yellow.
Now a toss coming right side. That's Thompson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing here, Rivers. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to score.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 43 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, it's Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 32 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for two.
15, yeah. Liz, huh, Liz. Hey, back up. Good left. Slot. 35.
One last throw here for Smith. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game.